Good afternoon, team. Happy Friday. I'm doing the weekend video a little bit early. I wanted to get some live action on Friday. We're coming off the lows here. Hopefully, this bounce will sustain and we put in a low for the day already. So, this is the weekend video. I'm giving you today the scan list. It's pretty comprehensive. I threw out there a pretty wide net. I wanted to capture some potential up and comers on some of my new some scans that I have that capture like early action, just to kind of get any potential moves of any rotation or anything. So it's a little bit bigger stock list. Put the work in, go through it. The more charts you look at, the more you're going to learn what to look for, and the more your eyes are trained and muscle memory and your spotting ability for what you're looking for becomes more enhanced the more charts you look at. So put the work in this weekend, today, tomorrow, Sunday. Go through all those stocks. Put your alerts on. I mean, obviously, you're not going to put an alert on all 400 of them, but just go through them real quick. Time yourself. Maybe at the most look 5-10 seconds each chart. You should be able to spot what you're looking for within 5 to 10 seconds. I know exactly what I'm looking for within a second or two. I can just go boom, 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 chart by chart. And if I see something I like, I stop, I analyze, and I put my trend line, or I put an alert on my software to let me know, okay, when this price triggers, okay, take a look at this. It's kind of like at a pivot or so forth. So go through it, put that work in. This market is going to frustrate you. We went sideways for a little bit, a week or so on low volume. That was very promising. And then the CPI numbers came in this morning very hot. The market did not like that. So we kind of had a tantrum and we puked almost 400 points down today at the low, 4 plus. So again, it's a little bounce right now, right here, about 2 o'clock on Friday. Let's see if we sustain. Let's see if we have a power hour, 3 p.m. on rally, and we finish the weekend strong. And getting ready for the next couple of weeks of the Fed minutes coming out. I'm hoping this will be like what it's the expectation. That means that they're not going to waver on the 50 basis points raise. So hopefully this will be a priced in scenario, and we could see hopefully a bottom. I don't know. This little trend line I had here on this this little rally, this got hit today. We went lower, but if you notice, we kind of coming off the lows like I was mentioning. So we'll see how that plays out. I'm going to reactivate it just to see, just to kind of keep it on there to see if we kind of like hit this low. I put in this these two trend lines here for this gap. This is today's gap. We gap down, so we need to fill this gap. We need to get above 300. It's 10 points away. We're 9 points down today. We were down, almost 11 points yesterday. It's a pretty nasty day yesterday on high volume, higher than normal. So again, not promising. We lost the 21. Let me refresh this. The 21, the green, we lost it. Okay, we lost it, and then we closed below it, and then we gapped down drastically, aggressively today. Again, not a good sign, obviously. We lost the 9 as well. So we're back to, being in bottom of the barrel territory, which, there's really nobody knows if this is the actual low, or we're just kind of like walk around here, go back to the 300, feel this gap, and then that's the last leg, or that's another leg. Who knows? You trade the price action. You put in your trades. If they work, awesome. If they don't work, you get stopped out, and hopefully it's minimal losses. I had a pretty substantial drawdown yesterday. I had about a 4.5% overall portfolio drawdown. That's material in the overall portfolio. But I got stopped out. I was pretty aggressive on the previous day, thinking, okay, like this is very constructive. We going sideways here, and at least I was expecting at least one more rally day into the 50, and we didn't get it, and we puked. So that's fine. That's trading. I took my lumps. I got my stops in place. I got stopped out, and you live to trade another day. It's no big deal. Today, huge gap down. I put in some minor feelers on pullbacks like HSDN. I love that stock. When it gets below 10, I kind of trade that from the 920 range to the 1060, 1070 range, and you pick up some nice intraday profits. So I added some of that. The last one I gave you, STNG, that one's extremely strong today. Look at the relative strength in that stock. It's actually, up 2.5% today. I mean, look at this. Pull back yesterday to the 9, pull back today to the 9, just completely rejected it and went up. That is relative strength. So you pick up some here at 36.20 something, 36.30, and then where's your stop? Your stop is right here below yesterday's low, the 9. Very tight stop, very great risk reward. I mean, even this, we picked up this back here in the low 20s. That would have been a great exceptional move. Look at that. The 9 is just holding strong. Going from negative to positive. Oil and gas, top 10. Got good volume, or 1 million shares. Sales increasing. Overall, good stock. So I picked up some of this today. 99 relative strength. So again, you look for relative strength on a weak market. In other words, stocks that are holding up relative to the market, going down less, and or actually going up on the day. And that's great relative strength. The same thing with INSG. INSW. Mentioned that one today. Again, nice little hammer candle. That's a very strong downward reversal candle right here. Look at the sales, increase. Again, same industry, but again, it's going up, right? 9, it's kind of choppy a little bit. Yesterday the market puked. Okay, fine. It closed at the bottom of it. No problem. I got stopped out yesterday on this. Look at today. I picked up some. I back on again once it crossed yesterday's entry price. Actually up on the day today. Less than 1%, but it's up on a day where you're down. When you're down, almost 3%, and this thing is up in the day. So that's very promising. So here's the gap. We need to close above 299, 300 basically, and ideally we want to get above 295 now. I mean, this is building a base, nice cup here. Hopefully I'll get up here, then I'll go back to 293 or so, 292, and then we get the breakout. And finish this cup with handle. That would be ideal. That would be the best case scenario. Hopefully we don't see this where it kind of came back to the middle of this little base right here. It rejected it, and then we puke again. That would really be not a good thing. So this gap is huge. Needs to get filled. The one gap that we had, remember I kept mentioning over the last week's videos, this is the gap that we had here for a while, since back on May 26th. Told you this is going to get filled, guys. I told you. Got filled today. Got filled yesterday. Nastily. So I was mentioning that we were looking at something like this now, where the higher probability was going to be that this gap got filled before we went much higher and filled, this gap up here. That we were going to fill, this little gap right here before this gap right here. And that's kind of what we did, because as I mentioned, the 50 was coming down to it. I thought we were going to at least have one more day going up, hit the 50, and then bounce down lower. We didn't even have that. So this shows extreme weakness. Okay, we're kind of showing off a little bit of weakness right here, right now again, falling off. This is not a nice candle here where you end up at the low of the day on the highest volume bar. So hopefully we don't fall. Hey, a little blue candle, I like it. Hopefully we don't blow these lows here. So again, SPY. I want to make this video too long, so I want you guys to put the work in on going through the charts. Start looking at charts. Start seeing what stocks are holding key moving averages. and then those are going to be the ones that are going to show relative strength. And when we do continue higher, eventually, whenever we do, those are the ones that are going to bounce the strongest. Um, Again, we also gap down on the S&P here. We got this gap to fill. This is just every little possible thing you could look at. It's going lower. Even here, even this one right here, steep. We still got to get up here. So if you notice that, how it kind of works. So this trend line right here, for it to break, what does it have to do? It has to get back to this high here. In other words, it's got to build the base. It breaks it. It resets the cup, and then hopefully the handle, and then hopefully we take off, and then we go higher. You know, that gap got filled. You know, that gap got filled, and then obviously this gap got filled a while ago. So not looking good. Don't try to be here. Don't try to step in here. Price action is king. Again, you know, I put like the same thing. I put in my little trend lines here to see this gap get filled here. I'm going to reactivate this to see if we kind of hit lows again. Hopefully this will hold and we can continue higher from here. And then this is the low of the week. Well, today's Friday, and hopefully Monday we rebound. So we're kind of fading off a little bit. So either way, go through the stocks. I went through the scan. I went through all 400 of them about an hour ago. I saw some minor setups, but again, there's nothing really to be looking at buying here when the market is the way it is. Be defensive. We need to be buying something every day. You look for opportunities with tight stops, and then if they go against you, you stop out, and your first loss is your best loss, and then you move on to a better day when you have the win in your bag with the market. Okay, guys. So go through the charts, put your alerts. When things are setting up, there will be great opportunities. Okay, there will be great opportunities. So you gotta be patient. All right, guys, be good.